Welcome to KoKo Language Learning, where we explore fascinating topics to help you better understand yourself and the world around you. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Allie. Today, we're diving into something really foundational, confidence.
Confidence, yeah, it's a big one.
It really is. And in this deep dive, our goal is, well, to give you some practical insights, what confidence really is, maybe how it develops, and definitely some actionable steps you can take to strengthen it.
So people can walk away feeling, what, more ready to trust themselves?
Exactly. More prepared to trust in themselves and, tackle challenges, like becoming that steady captain of your own ship, even in rough seas.
I like the captain analogy. It really paints a picture. So we talk about confidence all the time, but what does it truly mean beyond just, believe in yourself?
That's a great starting point.
Right.
Because it's more nuanced than just belief. At its heart, confidence is about having a feeling of trust. Trust in your own judgments, your qualities, your abilities.
Okay, trust.
Yeah. And what's fascinating, I think, is that it's not about being perfect. Not at all. It's more about acknowledging your imperfections, right? And learning from those times when things don't quite go as planned.
So it's okay to mess up. That's actually part of being confident.
Absolutely. It's about resilience, knowing you can handle things, even if you stumble. The confident captain knows how to navigate storms. They don't expect clear skies all the time.
Okay, that's a huge relief.
Yeah.
But sometimes you see people who seem too confident, almost aggressive. How do we tell the difference between real confidence and, I don't know, arrogance?
Yeah, that's a really important distinction. True confidence, it comes from a place of inner security. Genuinely confident people, they want themselves and others to succeed.
Right, they're not threatened.
Exactly. They aren't threatened by someone else's achievements because their confidence isn't dependent on being the only successful one. It comes from within. Arrogance, though.
That feels different.
It is. It often comes from insecurity, like a fear that if others do well, you somehow look worse. It's more about being selfish, wanting to be better than everyone else.
Okay, security versus insecurity. That clicks. What about humility? Sometimes people think being humble means putting yourself down all the time. Self-deprecation. Is that helpful?
That's another common mix-up. Some people do think that, yeah, to be humble, they feel they need to belittle themselves, say, oh, I'm no good at that.
Even if they are.
Right. But constantly putting yourself down, that self-deprecation, it can actually stop you from growing. It kills your motivation because you start believing it.
So it backfires.
Totally. True humility isn't thinking less of yourself, it's thinking less about yourself. It's shifting focus, seeing other strengths, knowing there's always more to learn. It's about openness, not self-erasure.
Thinking less about yourself. I like that. Okay, so if confidence is something we build, where does it start? Does it all trace back to childhood?
Well, a lot of the foundation is laid early on. Our sense of self, including confidence, really starts forming in childhood. Experiences with family, friends, teachers, they all shape how we see ourselves.
Makes sense.
Positive stuff like supportive parents who encourage effort that builds you up, but negative experiences like bullying or maybe constant criticism, they can really make you doubt yourself.
So those early experiences are pretty powerful. But what if they weren't great? Are we kind of stuck with that early programming? Can we change it later on?
Oh, absolutely. That's the really hopeful part. We can't change the past, obviously, but we can change how we view ourselves now. We can develop new ways to feel more positive.
So it's not fixed.
Definitely not. Confidence is a skill. And like any skill, learning an instrument, a language, it can be learned and improved. It just takes practice and, conscious effort.
That's good to hear. But you mentioned earlier something about a vicious cycle. If someone has low confidence, it sounds like it can be hard to break out of that pattern.
It really can. And understanding that cycle is key to breaking it. It works like this. Low self-esteem often leads to negative thoughts, right? I can't do this. I'm gonna fail.
Yeah, that inner critic.
Exactly. Those thoughts then trigger uncomfortable feelings, anxiety, worry, Maybe even physical stuff like a shaky feeling or butterflies.
Ugh, yeah, know that feeling.
And those feelings, they make you want to avoid the situation that's causing them. Maybe you skip the party or don't volunteer for the project.
Okay.
But when you avoid, you never actually test if those negative thoughts were true. You don't get evidence to the contrary. So the avoidance just reinforces the original negative belief, and your confidence drops even lower.
Wow. It just loops back on itself.
It's a loop, yeah. Keeps you stuck. But just seeing the pattern, that's the first step to getting out.
Okay, so if we're caught in that loop, how do we actually break free? It feels like it has to start inside, with how we're thinking about things, our mindset.
You hit it right on the head. Mindset is huge here. One of the most powerful shifts is moving from what's called a fixed mindset to a growth mindset.
Fixed versus growth. Okay.
Yeah. If you have a fixed mindset, you tend to believe your talents are just set in stone. You either have them or you don't. So you might avoid challenges because you don't want to look bad.
Right. Failing proves you're not talented.
Exactly. But with a growth mindset, you believe you can develop your abilities through effort and persistence. Challenges aren't threats. They're opportunities to learn and get better.
That sounds so much more empowering.
It really is. It fuels a passion for learning, makes you more resilient to criticism, you see it as feedback, and gives you courage to try new things because you know improvement is possible.
That's a definite game changer. Seeing challenges as opportunities. What else helps anchor us, gives us that inner stability?
Connecting with your personal values is incredibly grounding. Values are those things you believe are truly important, like honesty, kindness, creativity, maybe adventure or community.
So knowing what matters to you.
Precisely. Knowing your values helps define who you are and guides your choices. When your actions line up with your values, you feel more whole, more at peace, and that naturally builds confidence.
Living authentically, basically.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. And when your actions don't match your values, that creates inner conflict, which can really erode your confidence.
Makes sense. But what about those really persistent negative thoughts? The I'm not good enough stuff. They can be so loud sometimes.
Oh, they can be incredibly loud. It's crucial to remember. Those negative thoughts are not facts.
Not facts, just thoughts.
Just thoughts. Just because you think it doesn't make it true. We tend to be super self-critical when our confidence is low, right? Like we predict the worst, worry about judgment. But you don't have to listen to that voice.
Easier said than done sometimes.
It is. It takes practice. But you can start by consciously celebrating small wins, really small ones, and actively challenge that negative self-talk. Ask yourself, is this really true? Where is the evidence? Replace the harsh stuff with something more encouraging.
Okay, challenging the thoughts, celebrating wins. Right. Now, the really practical stuff. What can we actually do, starting today, to build this confidence muscle?
All right, let's get into the actions. And communication is a huge piece of this puzzle. How we interact really shapes how we feel and how others see us.
Okay, communication. What specifically?
First up, communicate clearly. It's not just what you say, it's what the other person hears. Try to use simple, specific language. Avoid words like just, or perhaps they can weaken your message.
Like, I just wanted to ask instead of I want to ask.
Exactly. Those little words matter. And it's especially true for writing, like emails. Tone gets lost so easily. There's a study, actually, showing something like 76% of workers misunderstood emails or texts. Clarity is key.
Wow, 76%. Okay, clear language. What else?
Next is body language and mannerisms. This stuff is fascinating. Did you know research suggests around 60% of communication is nonverbal, and another 30% is your tone?
Whoa, so 90% isn't the actual words.
Pretty much. So things like making good eye contact, offering a genuine smile, having open posture, shoulders back, standing tall, using open gestures, it all signals confidence.
Even if you don't totally feel it inside yet.
Especially then. There's even research on power posing, like standing like a superhero, hands on hips, for 2 minutes. It can actually change your body chemistry, lower stress hormones, and boost feelings of confidence. It's kind of a fake it till you become it thing. Your body can lead your mind.
Power posing. Okay, I might try that. And the last communication point.
Listen and be approachable. Confidence isn't just about talking, it's also about listening well. Really tuning in, showing respect, inviting others to share. It makes you more approachable. And a simple smile goes a long way in making others feel comfortable.
Right. It's a two-way street. Makes people feel valued. Okay, that's great for interactions. But what about managing the internal stuff? Those nervous butterflies, the shaky hands.
Ah, yes, managing the physical sensations, super important. Having coping skills ready can make a huge difference.
Like what kind of skills?
Well, relaxation techniques are very effective. Things like progressive muscle relaxation, tensing and releasing muscles, or grounding exercises. Have you heard of the 5-4-3-2-1 technique?
Remind me.
You just quickly name 5 things you see, 4 you hear, 3 you feel, 2 you smell, 1 you taste. It pulls you right back into the present moment, out of your anxious thoughts. Breathing exercises too, like simple deep breaths or square breathing, are fantastic for calming your system down.
Practicing those when you're not stressed sounds key.
Yes, exactly. So they become automatic when you need them. Another thing is to take a break and beware the triple O. Sometimes just stepping away, getting some exercise, unplugging, having a nice meal, it resets you.
And the triple O, what's that?
That's when maybe several challenging things happen close together. Your confidence takes a nosedive. During those times, it's usually best not to make big decisions or react impulsively. Give yourself some time, maybe 48 hours, to let the dust settle.
Okay, don't make big moves when you're feeling really low. Got it.
Yeah.
So calming the body, giving space. What else can we proactively do?
Okay, the most crucial part is probably taking action. Consistent action, even small steps.
Action builds confidence.
It really does. First, set achievable goals. Break big things down into smaller, manageable steps. It makes things less daunting, and you get to celebrate small wins along the way. Each little success builds momentum.
Small wins add up. Makes sense.
Then, identify interests and try new things. Getting involved in hobbies, old or new, builds competence. As you get better at something, your confidence naturally grows. You can even use SMART goals for the specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound to give yourself structure.
Smart goals for hobbies. Interesting.
It helps track progress. Next, really work on positive self-talk and find your silent sentence. Consciously replace that negative inner chatter with encouragement. And a silent sentence, this is powerful, is a short, personal phrase you repeat internally, especially in tough moments, to remind you of your purpose or strength.
Like a personal mantra.
Exactly. Something like, I am capable and calm, or focusing outward, like, I'm here to help make this easier for them. Practice it internally. It becomes an anchor.
I love that idea. A silent anchor. And finally,
surround yourself with supportive people. This is huge. Find friends, family, mentors who believe in you, who offer constructive feedback, who lift you up. Being around positive, encouraging people makes a massive difference. Avoid the drainers.
choose your circle wisely. Absolutely. Wow. Okay. This deep dive really shows that confidence isn't some magic trait. It's something we can actively build.
It absolutely is. It's a skill, a journey. It involves understanding ourselves, challenging those unhelpful thoughts, and taking those small, consistent actions. And remember, everyone feels doubt sometimes, even the most confident people.
Right. It's about how you respond to the doubt.
Exactly. It's not about eliminating it, it's about navigating it.
So for everyone listening, maybe think about one small step you can take today. Just one thing from all this. Maybe it's trying that 5-4-3-2-1 exercise next time you feel stressed, or just standing a bit taller in your next meeting.
Yes. Start small. And here's a final thought to mull over. When you do step out of your comfort zone, when you try these things, speaking clearly, standing tall, using your silent sentence, it might feel weird at first, uncomfortable even.
Because it's new.
Because it's new. But remember that feeling of safety we talked about with the confident ship captain. By building your own confidence, you actually start to give that feeling of safety and steadiness not just to yourself, but to the people around you too. You become that calming presence.
That's a really powerful thought. Your confidence impacts others. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive on KoKo language learning.
Keep practicing, keep growing, and really embrace the confident person you are already becoming.